I'm Grayson Grundhoefer with SicEm365.com, and I'm here with 2021 linebacker prospect Sam Scott out of Omaha North High School. That's a new ring to it, right? Because you just moved schools, correct? This is going to be your first year at Omaha North?
Yes, I will. I'm super excited, man. I mean, Larry Martin, the coach up there at Omaha North, he's incredible. He's going to help me through the whole process with changing and just make sure everything's okay with me. And I can't wait to start this season. I know we have a good chance at winning state and just having a lot of success, especially on our defensive side, because we have a lot of really, really good athletes, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to do.
That's awesome, man. You're stepping up a level, talent level-wise, I guess, from division, right, from where you were before?
Yeah, definitely. I think once I step up to Class A level, it's going to be a faster game. It's going to be probably more physical as well. But I think, each level has its own tough things about it, but Class A is going to be a change.
That's awesome, man. So from Nebraska, you come all the way to Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
What's the trip been like, and what's it been like, competing in Texas?
I would say, just from my experience, this campus is probably like one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever seen, and the level of talent is obviously higher. It's nothing I can't handle, but I understand, Texas, everything down here is pretty big. But no, I had a ton of fun at this camp, and I'm so glad I came down here. Yeah.
How was the coaching that you got? I know I kind of gave you fair warning about Coach Saravo, but what was it like learning from him and learning from the other coaches?
It was great, honestly. Pulling like some of the guys off to the side and coaching them himself. Me being one of them was just a good thing to see, and the way what he really, really looks at in a player. Not only he just doesn't look at your measurables, he wants to look at everything you have in store for the game. If you're, you have to be in love with what you're doing aggressively. And he talked about this one drill is like the one drill that could earn you a scholarship if you do it correctly. And I thought that was really interesting and opened my eyes up to see not all coaches care about you being a 5-star or a 4-star. They want to see what's in your heart for the game, and it made me feel really good.
Yeah. Was there anything that he told you specifically that really you learned from, you felt like, today?
I would say just in every rep, every little detail you do really shows, especially with him. So that's something I can work on. But also, he also said I'm still pretty young, which it makes me feel good. But also I want to get things now, But I got time, and I know I've got to still work hard and see where things bring me.
Yeah, and you've been to a lot of camps this summer, a ton. I mean, I know, what was it, South Dakota State, Northern Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas on your way down as well. There were a couple more, right? Where
I've been to 8 camps. 8 camps. We're planning on a little bit more, but, some injuries throughout just little tweaks and bruises kept me out of certain things. But, 8 camps. South Dakota State, South Dakota, UNI, Iowa State, Nebraska, Kansas. What else? I can't remember. Missouri. That was my first one. Yeah, just a lot of camps.
How did those camps compare to this Baylor one?
I would say the level of talent was probably a little bit lower. The numbers was lower. They did a lot of things similar with one-on-ones, all that stuff. I guess that's it.
So I do have to ask, because I know a lot of the people that watch these interviews and stuff want to know, how strong someone is. And I know you're a powerlifting dude.
Yeah.
So what are some of your numbers?
Some of my numbers. Okay, so right now I'm sitting at a 325 bench. 500-pound squat. I want to get to 545 as soon as possible. And then my deadlift is 500, and currently I'm not allowed to deadlift for a pretty long time because back in the spring I had this hamstring problem, and then that's what actually injured myself, and then I haven't been doing any of that. So just hopefully my strength is, keep going up as much as I can until my senior year to see what I can do.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And what's your height and weight?
Well, this is kind of confusing, but I've gotten 6'1" at a lot of camps, but I was 6 foot today. But I would say I'm 6'1", 210 most of the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I do have to ask, because you had a great broad jump at one of the camps you went to.
Yeah.
And then what's your typical, if you were to say, okay, this is my 40 time usually?
40 time at 4.6, and then if I'm feeling really good, it's a 4.5. But yeah, and then for the broad jump, just past 10 is getting pretty regular. So
yeah, what was it? 10.4, right?
That's my farthest. Yeah.
It's your personal best. Okay,
Yeah.
so what else do you have going on? I guess two-a-days are coming up right soon, or football, I guess, is starting up soon.
Yeah, it will. I know on Monday and Tuesday of this week, my team will be having their last 2 regular workouts. And then I think we have a break, and then that's when we start up actual football. But, yeah, it's exciting.
Any other visits coming up? Are you going to try to get to some colleges?
Oh, yeah. I'll be going up to South Dakota State this Wednesday. And I'll be taking my visit up there and get to see everything.
And that's your offer, right? Your only current
that's
offer?
my offer, yeah.
Who are the schools that have been just talking to you the most that maybe haven't offered yet, but you kind of could see it happening?
South Dakota State, they offered me, but then UNI, because of my connection with my brother.
Right.
And
your brother plays tight end at Northern Iowa,
he plays
right?
tight end, yeah.
And what's his height and weight?
He's 6'5", 240.
Okay.
So he's a big boy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, them, and then North Dakota State. And I would say a lot of FBS schools will just keep in touch, willing to see my film, but more so now to the IFCS level is like paying attention to me more and really wants me to take visits and game visits and stuff like that.
So how do you remain patient even though you've gone to all these camps? I know you really want to get that offer from the next level, but how do you remain patient, just know that it's all a process?
Well, I just think ahead of time. When I was younger and I would go to these camps, I'm a freshman and a sophomore, and I'm like, man, when am I ever gonna get my looks? And then finally this year I get some looks, and it just keeps pushing me to do my best and just trusting the process to work out itself. I know I'll still have my senior year, and I know that year will be probably, obviously my biggest year for camps. I'll probably go to like somewhere over 10 camps as much as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, camps do a lot, I would say. And yeah.
Awesome, man. Any expectations for yourself for your junior year? How, do you have a number of tackles, or is it a team goal, or is it, what are you thinking?
I'm just trying to do my part. I know it's a new territory for me, but I want to succeed, and I want to see what I can do at this level. I obviously know I can have a lot of success, but main goal is just, as a team goal, we want to win state, and I think that's well respected around the whole team. And yeah, just be able to play as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, so going back to Nebraska, and if someone asked you what was Baylor like, what would you tell them?
I would say this is probably one of the most competitive and well-run camps I've ever been to.
What about Baylor as a whole?
Campus-wise, football team-wise, I would say it's pretty great.